Imagine knowing exactly what is going to pop off on Pinterest in 2026. I, first of all, want to apologize for all of this. I have a head cold I simply cannot shake, but I'm showing up because this is important and you need to hear this. So it sounds impossible, right? But Pinterest is actually giving us signals right now about what is about to come in 2026. And I want you here for it because it's quarter four. It is quarter four, which means that we only have 3 more months to get our pins on the platform for them to rank when it is the most important time, sales time. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that Pinterest rewards early action takers, which means that having your pins on the platform right now is going to set you in a position for them to pop off in the biggest shopping season of the year. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to forecast those hidden niches, position your content early, and set yourself up for those to take off in 2026 and beyond. Let's go. All right, let's jump right into it. Unlocking Pinterest niches for 2026. Be early, be found, and be profitable. So hey, if we haven't met yet, I am Jess. I am also known as the Pinterest, and I am your Pinterest marketing expert, coach, cheerleader, whatever it is. If you are into using Pinterest for your business, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. I share every week strategies, tips, and everything Pinterest marketing. So let's talk about why Pinterest trends matter so much right now. Pinterest is not just a place for pretty inspiration boards anymore. It's a future planning engine. People go to Pinterest to plan their future selves, whether that's their home, their style, or even their next business move. And Pinterest knows this. They've publicly said that their trends hit months before the mainstream. That means if you're creating content around these niches early, you're not chasing the trends, you're leading them. And the cost of doing this, the cost of not doing this, is missing out on that early adopter advantage. And on Pinterest, early content is rewarded with long-term visibility. Peek at this graph here, right? Pinterest predicts these trends, or Pinterest starts identifying these trends very early. Mainstream catches up much later, but those pins that were on Pinterest in the beginning, they're already ranking so much higher than pins that would be put on in the actual trend, right? So we want you to be early. Pinterest will give you more visibility, which means you're going to get more saves and more traffic. If you're waiting until it's trendy, you are going to be buried in search results. Now, how does Pinterest actually know what's coming? It is not random. Pinterest uses AI to track rising searches, new keywords, and even visual patterns months, sometimes even years in advance. So here are the signals to watch for. The first is any emerging keywords. These are small but growing search terms. Visual shifts, new color palettes, design styles, or aesthetics that are showing up across pins. Think about how when it's fall, everything turns brown and green and orange. Pinterest, those pins that are brown and green and orange in June show up first in late September and early October when people are actually searching for them. And then Pinterest has its own predictive tools, like Pinterest Trends and their yearly forecast reports. Think of these like your compass. They are going to point you toward what's about to matter, and your job is to get there before everyone else. So here is where the magic happens, spotting those niches before they go mainstream. The secret is to look for micro trends, small specific shifts that point towards something bigger. So for example, if like minimalist design is suddenly a mainstream trend, an adjacent micro trend might be eco-minimalism, right? So this is the adjacent possible. And it's when you take what's already trending and you find the next angle to it, right? That's where those new opportunities live. Businesses that dominated early on Pinterest did not wait until a trend blew up. They planted the seeds early, and those pins gained momentum when everyone else was finally showing up to the game. And it's super important to note that this may not happen immediately, right? Main trends are trends for a reason because they're trendy. We're not really interested in the trendiness. We're more interested in the possibilities that we can create. So, how do you actually position yourself to dominate Pinterest in 2026? Well, first, I want you to optimize for future searches. Don't just make pins about 2025 ideas. Think ahead, add language like next year or future, or even frame content as what's coming. Second, plant seeds now. Even if the search volume is low today, your pin will sit, age, the platform will rank it, and it will build credibility in the algorithm. When that search explodes later, you're already established and you will be top. And then third is your visual positioning. Match your pin designs to early signals that you've noticed. Colors, styles, layouts. Pinterest loves consistency with user behavior. Here's a side note and a tip. It's September. You need to be pinning for Christmas. So make your pins start looking Christmassy, right? That's exactly how you get ahead of the trends. And it's important to note that this way of thinking isn't just about Pinterest. It's a mindset shift. Once you can spot those early signals and create for them, you can apply this to any platform. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, any of that, right? The value that is long term of being a trendsetter is authority, audience trust, and ultimately revenue. People will see you as the one who saw it coming, and that is powerful positioning for any business. All right, let's bring this all together. How are you going to find those signals that Pinterest is already giving us about 2026 and beyond? I invite you to download your copy of the 10 essential Pinterest SEO actions for a high traffic profile. I walk you through step by step exactly how to find those keyword phrases that are going to pop off in 2026. The link is right down in the description of this video. And I also invite you to join our school community, the Pinterest marketing community, where we talk real Pinterest marketing strategies without any BS. That is also going to be linked in the bottom of this video. And if this video helped, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Pinterest growth strategies. And I will see you in the next one.